I don't beg. Welcome to another episode of the Don't Blame the Ref podcast. The podcast where we actually can't really discuss Chelsea or Man United. It's the international break.
Eesh.
Everyone's most hated time of the year. Bro, we have like 5 of these a season now.
But I think sometimes we do our best work in international breaks still, and we start talking about different subjects. So hopefully it's enjoyable, and to all you guys, probably one or two, but there's one in particular. You know who I'm talking about. Don't come listening to this to get your licks off, to get your weekly fix of my pain. Yeah,
bro, we were supposed to do a podcast after the Chelsea drumming, bro. You don't know 3-0 and we didn't even speak about it. That's what we're doing now. We're ducking them responsibilities.
True. Yeah, do you know what it is? My wife's birthday, I was knackered, and Chelsea lost 3-0. Hey, I ain't about to spend an hour and a half talking about that.
I hear it. But yeah, representing the red corner, you got me, Dom.
Yes, and representing the blue corner, you've got me, E-Man.
So yeah, as I mentioned in the beginning of the pod, it's an international break. So the only thing we can really talk about right now is international football. But we're not talking about friendlies. We don't do that around here. We don't do that around here.
I won't be doing that.
Let me tell you, I've watched a grand total of 0 minutes of this international break. I don't care. I don't care. Yeah. All I care about is when the World Cup hits. That's it. So yeah, that's what we're going to speak about today. Just both of us being in England, English to some extent. Depending on who you are, we're English.
Do you know what I mean? It's a bit mad right now. Do you know what I mean? Checking your shoulders and stuff. Do you know what I
mean? Wait. But yeah, this summer I can't even say that. Anyway, I forgot Ghana's in it. Hey, come on. Anyway, bro, we got smoked by Austria. Yeah. Cool. Sorry, let me keep on track. But yeah, basically, we're just gonna be discussing all things England today. We're gonna run through our thoughts on what our 25-man squad. I don't even know if it's still 25-man, but we're gonna assume it's still 25-man squad.
I think it might be 20
going on.
It might be 28. I'm not too sure. I'd have to Google it.
But that's too many, bro. That's too many.
Yeah, we've worked off 28, 25, so we're gonna go with that.
Yeah, so anyway, we're gonna start by just going through the different sections of the team. So I think the best place to start, the easiest place, I think we're both probably gonna agree on this, goalkeeper. England's had the number one for like the last 4 tournaments now, actually. I feel like he's been our number one for ages. He was the last number one. But yeah, we're talking about...
I have no idea.
Yeah, we're talking about Jordan Pickford. I think, obviously, he's England's number one. He's starting. Doesn't matter who you think is better. It doesn't matter who you think is better. If you like James Trafford, if you like Nick Pope, if you like whoever, is Pickford starting. So, no point even worrying about that. But yeah.
I'll say for definitely Nick Pope ain't really... the Nick Pope of old. He doesn't have the passing ability to play like Pickford, so he ain't playing. Trafford is probably a little bit too inexperienced. If Trafford was starting week in, week out for City on top of the league, then there might be more of a conversation, but obviously, we know what's happening there, so Trafford won't be starting. But what I will say is Trafford is definitely England's next number one, I think.
Yeah.
He just needs to either displace Donnarumma or go to a club that's gonna make him number one.
Yeah,
and he'll have a good chance to play in the next World Cup.
Even though I don't think he's gonna be starting for England, I do think he's going on the plane. So I think he should go as well. If England have the idea of making him the number one in the future, let him be around the camp. Let him see what it's like, see what it takes to be around, to be the number one. He can chat to Pickford, like whatever. So you can understand the mental preparation for taking up that mantle. Because even though England haven't been successful in World Cups or international tournaments, there is a lot of pressure on the England team every tournament. There's a lot of expectation. Oversell, underdeliver. That's what England have been my whole life.
Facts,
So
facts. And the only way you can like get a taste of that pressure is by being there, innit? Even if you're not starting, like being there, be training with those guys every day, you'll understand the pressure
yeah,
and it'll give him good experience to then hopefully in the next World Cup or any after he'll have a decent time. What I will say about Mr. Jordan Pickford, I ain't never liked him. I can't lie. I ain't never liked him. And not as a person. I don't.
no,
I'm
no,
not.
no, no.
I'm not making it personal. I just mean as a footballer. I've never really. It's just never been my cup of tea. I personally don't. I do have a stigma between. I do have a stigma thinking that short goalkeepers just aren't the
Yeah,
one.
not a fan, not a fan.
Um, Not a fan, but what I will say about Pickford is he has an incredible spring. He's incredibly agile and he does really well to save some really good shots, great reactions,
He's a
and he's a
decent
good
penalty stopper as well. To be fair, like he's all
he's
right. Like
quick.
he's not someone who I'd make a big fuss on. But what I will say is, if we were in search of a goalkeeper this summer, if we signed Jordan Pickford, I would have been fuming. That's the way I'd put it. If we ended up with Jordan Pickford as our number one, I would have been fuming. Not having it.
The only thing that gets me annoyed about Pickford now, or has always got me annoyed about Pickford, is my man will make a mistake, and then he then he'll start doing these hand gestures, yeah, and then start blaming others when it was your fault. And he'll start
Bro,
screaming at people, and then sometimes you felt like he lacked the calmness to be
right.
England's number one, and
Mhm.
he just seemed like he was always on edge. But I do think he has calmed it down a bit. Even watching Everton, I do think he has calmed it
Yeah.
down. But yeah, they do say goalkeepers in general have a bit of a screw loose.
Yeah. Quite a few of them, man. Quite a few of them. But yeah. So I think we're both in agreement with Jordan Pickford and James Trafford, and then I guess the third spot for me personally, I would say Dean Henderson. You want a backup goalkeeper to be someone who's actually playing week in week out. He's playing. He's the number one for Palace. You don't want to
Yeah,
play someone
I
who
mean,
hasn't really been getting minutes.
technically, he's the only one there to win a trophy. You see what I mean?
There you go.
Apart,
Two even.
well,
He's got two
yeah,
technically.
yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
So, well, Trafford now has the League Cup, but you get what I
Yeah.
mean.
Mhm.
So going on to defenders, this one's going to be a tough one.
So how do you want to do it? Do you want to do like fullbacks and then do centre
Yeah,
backs? Yeah,
yeah,
fullbacks. All right.
because I need to speak to you about your
Chat to
choices,
me.
mate.
Chat to me.
Yeah. All right. So at right back, I've got Reece James and Livramento. At left
Those.
back, I have got you what?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I've got at left back, I've got Lewis Hall and Nico O'Reilly. Who
Right.
do you have at fullback?
So I've got Reece James as well as my right back. That's my
Okay,
starting right back. I've also
of
got
course.
Trent, and
Madman.
then left back.
Did
I've got Livramento as well. He can play both sides, and I've got Lewis Hall.
okay. All right, cool. So let me riddle me this, big man.
hmm
Why is Trent there?
Because when it comes to international football, yeah, for me personally, a lot of the games, especially with England, England are extremely stale when it comes to international
Mm,
tournaments. You need a game
mm,
breaker. You need someone who's just got the ability to just do something that people aren't really prepared for. Like you can't. Sometimes you can't defend against what Trent does because man's just at the halfway line, perfect ball, pinpoint straight into Rashford's feet, and then now he's in and goal. Like that kind of stuff. People don't do that because they don't have the capability. Obviously, you have right backs that can cross. Reece James is a very good crosser of the ball. He's a good set piece taker. England have a lot of good set piece takers, so I'm not taking Trent just for that. But you want to have as many weapons as possible. I don't just need another steady Eddie. I'm taking Livramento too, though. We're both saying we're going to take him. But for me, Livramento is more the idea of cover on both sides. That's the
okay.
reason why I'm taking Trent. Not because I think
Okay.
Trent is amazing. I just think you need Plan B, Plan C, Plan D, like something. I don't want England to be
Okay.
going into the last 5 minutes of a game and well, we ain't got nothing left. Like, that's me personally.
So here's where I'm going to counteract that, big man.
hmm
Yeah. I think Trent, this current version of Trent, who hasn't played a lot of games for Real Madrid, who is also defended poorly in the last 2 years of his career, and he's yet to show consistency in his defensive actions for the last 2 years, in my opinion. I don't think that's somebody you should be taking to the World Cup, especially when we have game breakers on the left-hand side. So your Lewis Halls and your Nico O'Reilly. And those guys are stepping up this season. And I think it's really bad to now bring in Trent and then sacrifice a left footer on the left side. Yes, Hall will be your starting fullback on your side. However, let's say Hall goes down with an injury, as he has in his short career. You are then left with Livramento at left back, which kills your progression on the left-hand side. And you're not going to get any crossing or overlapping from... Like, Livramento will overlap, but the quality on his left foot is not going to be the same.
Yeah,
so
I get that to some extent, but then I would say there's also conversation on people taking Jed Spence and playing him as a left back, which if you had to ask me, I would rather take Livramento, because Jed Spence has actually been playing quite a bit on the Tuchel as well. So I would look at...
But what's wrong with Nico O'Reilly? Why is he not in your team?
Because for me, I think Nico O'Reilly as a left back, as a footballer, I think he's good. I think he's very, very good. He's probably got to win PFA Young Player of the Year. He should win it. What he's instructed to do in the Man City system is not what he's going to be asked to do in the England system. So if he's just being asked to play as a traditional fullback...
But the question I'll ask you, who's the manager?
Tuchel.
Have England ever had anybody as tactically astute as Tuchel?
Not really, but at the same time, is he going to use... My thing is just more of the fact that we don't really know what Tuchel's going to do. And within that, with international football, people don't tend to overcomplicate it like that. It's normally very safe, and you ask your best players to do what they do. So I think he'll be more inclined to go with a traditional layup. That's the only reason why I wouldn't take him, because I don't think he'll be used properly. That's me personally.
All right. My integration is done. I still disagree. And I do think it would be an absolute shame to not have Nico O'Reilly at the World Cup.
Is there anyone else that we've haven't mentioned in the fullback position that might even be in contention? Like, obviously, Lewis Skelly last season, he was in and out of the England team because he was playing a lot for Arsenal, but Tuchel made it very clear that if you're not playing regularly for your club team, you're probably not coming. So there's...
At this point, no. And I think at the left back position, you have two left back profiles, or even Livramento, that are much more mobile than Lewis Skelly is anyway. So I believe from a defensive point of view, those guys will be a lot more useful in your Halls, Nico O'Reilly and Livramento. Even Jed Spence defensively, I think, is better than Lewis Skelly. And then you've got players that can match him or exceed him on the ball. So I just don't think there's a space for him, even if he was playing regularly.
And then you've also got Ben White as well, but he's in and out. I wouldn't... For me personally, there's a funny thing that's going on with Ben White. Obviously, he had an issue with Southgate in the last England setup, and he not retired. He withdrew himself from England selection. Like, don't even pick me. I don't want to come. And then now he's kind of been, you can pick me now. I think that's a bit like, for me, that's a bit... Like, I don't even know the word for it. I think it's just a bit egotistical. Like, bro, who do you think you are? I'm not even Brexit. Like, I'm not even like that.
Is it?
Yeah, go.
Is it that, or is it you just have a breakdown of relationship with the people that are currently in charge? No.
Yeah, I hear that. But...
So if him and Southgate just aren't cool, what's the point?
No, I hear that. I hear him withdrawing from that camp, and I think I remember roughly around that time, it was a bit of an issue because I think he wanted to play a bit more, and he wasn't... Southgate had this fixed team. It was Kyle Walker, bro. Like, you're not... Kyle Walker or Trippier. Like, and if you're Ben White, you're thinking, bro, how am I getting benched to these guys when for the last couple of years, I've been the starting right back in the team that's competing for the league, and you just got me out here doing nothing. Like, what's the point of this? Yeah, like...
That version of Kyle Walker was finished
Yeah, it
Should not
was.
have
It
been
was.
starting.
I mean, look at the outcome. We didn't win, so I'm not saying that's Kyle
Yeah,
Walker's fault, but it's decisions like that that lead to the outcomes that happen. But yeah, me
yeah.
personally, I just like if you're gonna take that stance, I just wouldn't. Me personally, I just wouldn't pick him. Also because he's injury
Mm.
prone as well, I just wouldn't pick him. But yeah,
I
can't be
do
taking
think. I do
guys on the
think.
plane from the start like that.
Yeah, I do. I do think this round of selections were a lot of people who are like, "Oh, you haven't been selected. Let me pick you." But I think Tuchel knows his team by now,
Yeah, yeah. I
and
think
it
you know,
will just be
barring
one or
barring no injuries, like no major
yeah.
injuries, like it's the team's pretty much done.
It'll be basically one or two spots left that he's probably unsure about and just needed confirmation
Hmm.
really. So yeah. So let's move on to centre back since you've mentioned Ben White. Who were your options for centre backs?
So for me, funny enough, let me. I might need to get that up again because I can't remember, but I remember the main one. So Gahey definitely going.
Mm-hmm.
Harry
Yeah.
Maguire definitely going.
Yeah. Who?
Uh, Harry Maguire is definitely going, bro.
Who?
Harold Harold Reginald the third is going, bro. Like let's be honest, bro. He's definitely going.
He ain't going. I don't think you. He ain't going, bro. Tuchel don't rate him.
Fair enough. But who
Anyway,
else did
you
I have?
rate him. That's important.
Yeah. So how many centre backs I have? Yeah, I had Maguire, Gahey, Konsa,
Hmm.
and then the fourth one. I had four centre backs, but the fourth one, for me, I would go for Tomori. I haven't watched him recently in the Serie A, but if it's either him, Dan Burn, and whoever else you have on, give me
This
Tomori, bro. It's okay. I'll take
guy.
Tomori, bro. Like that's fine.
Fam, Tomori's been playing right back, bruv.
He can play centre back. That's even better. He can play. He can play both positions, bro. I'm good. I'm good on that. I'm good on that.
All
That's
right,
cool.
so here's my couple of. Sorry, here's my list. Yeah,
Hmm.
I've gone with four centre backs, and I've gone with Chalobah because he's
Chaloba,
actually.
Chaloba. The
Wait.
guy,
He's
this guy. Don't no 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 no. Emmanuel, yeah,
wait.
is such a fraud, yeah, because you hear him on the pod the way he talks about the Chelsea defense, and he's got Chalobah. But wait, listen to who
Yeah.
else he's got.
But how
Go
many
ahead, go
times?
ahead,
How many times have I backed
go
him?
ahead.
How many times have I backed him? How
You
many
say,
times have I backed him?
okay, the Chelsea defense,
Yeah.
oh, this and that.
Yeah.
Nah, man. Man's
All
talking
right,
about
cool.
Harry
Wait.
Maguire. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
At the end of the day, it's pieces, and you're connecting pieces. You're not doing it based off team performance. Yeah, cool. He's injured anyway, so my man might not even be in contention. But out of the horse's mouth, Tuchel said himself he sees Chalobah over Maguire. Eat that.
I don't care, man. Things
Exactly.
change, bro. Things change, bro. Let's see when Chelsea don't qualify for Champions League. We'll see what happens then.
So cool. Chalobah. Did I go with Konza? I think I went with Konza in the end.
Yeah, you
Then
did.
the two left centre backs as Colwill and Gahey. Now look, you have a
Cole
problem
will.
with.
Cole will. Like, listen, this guy is Chelsea. This guy hasn't stepped foot. He hasn't stepped foot on the pitch this whole season. And he wants flipping Colwell to come and do what?
No, but look, here's my thing. Yeah, left-footed centre back. You have me. I'm all about balance. Put the left foot on the left hand side. Put the right foot on the right hand side.
Not by
Stop
force,
putting
man.
right footers on the left hand side. Stop putting left footers on the left hand side. Yeah, stop it. So what I'm saying now is, I'd rather have Colwill coming back from ACL than Dan Burn. Do you get what I'm saying?
ACL, mandem, like
Yeah.
I'm not
Do you know what
like,
he just needs injections of adrenaline every game. Just get him going.
is he even
Yeah?
good anyway? Is he even good anyway?
Stop
Let's
that.
be honest.
Stop
Before
that.
before he
Stop
got injured,
that.
what was he? Was he?
He was
moving around?
playing. He was playing. He was
Yeah,
playing. He was playing. He was playing. He was playing.
Fair
He was
man
playing over
play, bro.
Gahey. He was playing over Gahey, bro. Every
Fair man just
game,
play
left hand
football, you know.
side.
There's bare footballers in the world, you know. Like let's that's what he was playing. Like no.
He was playing, bro. Like, don't even chat. Like he
No,
was playing.
I'm not
Southgate was picking. He was gonna be Southgate's linchman.
Listen, at least Trent is playing minutes now. You're talking about a man who
Man said now.
theoretically can play.
Man said now. He hasn't even been injured and man wasn't playing.
He was injured for a bit. What do you mean? He was injured for
like
even now about his injury.
like a few weeks, couple
Nah.
weeks.
That Cole and Chalobah shout is insane. That's insanity. I don't care. I'm not having that. That's ridiculous.
Oh, dead.
But then England centre back thing, I can't lie.
It's not too solid. It's not too solid, bro. Trust me, it's not too solid. So really, it should probably be.
Gahey is definitely starting. Gahey is definitely
Gahey's 100%. And if I'm, the problem is, Tuchel's going to want to press high, even if it's hot in America. He's going to want to press high. Yeah. Now he's not going to do it 24/7 every single game, every single minute. Yeah. So there is a place for Maguire. So if you said to me, cool, Maguire's on the plane, Chalobah is not cool. If Maguire's on the plane, Cole's not cool. Yeah. So I'd even drop Cole for Maguire, keep Chalobah, because I'm telling you, Chalobah Konza is a good right centre back pairing, and you can rotate between two, whichever one you think is best at the time. I think Chalobah's the sort of player you only appreciate when he actually when you're. These men only appreciate him when the team's playing well. They only do that. But when the team's not playing well, suddenly it means Chalobah's not playing well. But I feel like they always do it to academy prospects. Anyway,
the thing is for me is the only reason why I'm saying Harry Maguire is two things, right? At some point, we need the experience, the international tournament experience. He's been there for a bit, and he's gonna have that. He's a leader in quotation marks.
And he's got the mental fortitude.
Bro, remember the pen in the Euros against Italy? That pen. Even I'll just take him just for that, bro. You're taking the pen, bro.
Facts.
Let's be. Yeah, you got that. And for me, I feel like it's either going to be Maguire or Dan Burn. One of them two is going to end up going. And for me,
I can't have both.
I'm taking Maguire over Dan Burn. That's what I think.
There's no way. Yeah, 100%. There's no way you can take both of those. That is like suicide. So cool. Love that. Good start. I do think my defense will smash your defense, but that's fine.
Yeah. That's if your guys make it onto the pitch, man. That's cool, man.
It's true. Do you know what's mad? A lot of my players are injury prone.
That's what I'm saying,
Livramento, all of them are injury prone, bro.
It wasn't got 1.5 players, bro. Yeah, should we move on to the midfield? How do you want to do it? Do you want to do like the actual central midfielders and then the forwards and the wingers will be like separate?
Yeah. We'll do the double pivots first, the two defensive players. So for that too, I actually chose 5 players. I just think it's good to have a different, loads of different options for that position. So plus I had a few lightweight midfielders in there. So I needed to bring someone with a bit more steel, a bit more oomph. So I've got Declan Rice, Alex Scott, who I've really liked recently. I had not, watched him properly, but I've been watching him for the last couple of games with Bournemouth, and I think he did all right when he appeared for England the last time. So Alex Scott, Declan Rice, Kobbie Mainoo, in my opinion, no brainer. Elliot Anderson, who I'll be honest, I didn't rate until Tuchel brought him into the England squad. I'll be very honest. I just did not rate him that much. The thing about
Elliot Anderson, I think we had a pod like a couple of weeks ago where we were both a bit like, not too sure. And I started watching him a bit more, and I'm like, I just wasn't watching him, bro. He's good. Yeah, he's got a lot about him. He's got a lot about him that I like. That's what I would say. Like, not just because he's linked to United. Like, there's bare man that get linked to United. I'm not on it. Do not touch Tonali, bro. Don't keep him over there, bro. There's bare man who I'm not like. So I think I agree with you for the most part with your midfielders. The only one that I'm a bit iffy on is Alex Scott, but again, that's another thing of like I don't watch Bournemouth like that. So
I also had Wharton there as well. Which is just a good deep line playmaker. So I think it's a real good blend with those 5. One of my concerns would probably be just if you lose Declan, that would be my concern. I think that would be
Yeah.
the same with whatever England squad you select.
But I think even if you lose Declan, you can kind of subsidize what he brings anyway. What you're losing when you lose Declan, you're losing legs, you're losing the combativeness and that sort of thing. But a lot of the talk around Elliot Anderson's that's where he's been thriving. So if you lose Rice and you still have Anderson, you can put a passer next to Anderson, and then it kind of like you're still able to get what you miss from not having Rice. But I think from what it looks like it's Rice and Anderson starting. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
where
yeah.
that's where it's a bit tricky. Because if that actually does
Because
work, we don't have a substitute for either. Like no one else
mm,
who's coming on the plane's even doing what either of them two are doing.
but then don't you think Anderson's strengths lie in possession rather than out possession?
He's That's the thing. He's a bit of an all action player. Like in
Mm,
possession, he's comfy, like receiving the ball off the defenders. He's not he's not press resistant. I wouldn't say that's his thing, but he's very smart in what he does. Like if he knows he has to pop it off, he'll pop it off. If he feels like he can turn his man, he'll turn him. He can carry the ball, even off the ball. Those things, he's not a slouch. Like he gets in.
mm,
Like all those metrics that you use to judge how combative a player is. He's top of everything right now.
yeah.
Tackles, balls won, duels, all of
Okay.
that. He's number one in all of those stats. But obviously, he plays for Nottingham Forest, so he doesn't really have much of the ball. So
Mm.
yeah, it depends on how you want to weigh it up. But yeah,
Okay.
it's
I get that. I would think a midfield pairing of Kobe and Anderson or Wharton and Anderson, I would think they're a little bit lightweight, but
yeah.
I get what you mean. I get what you
For
mean.
for me,
Who's your
me
midfield?
personally, I wouldn't even start Rice and Anderson. I don't like that personally. Me
Mm.
personally, I don't like that. But it would be one or the other for me. But yeah, my midfield, I only have four like actual 6/8s sort of thing. So it's everyone you've named basically: Rice, Wharton, Anderson, Kobbie. That would be it for me. I haven't watched Alex Scott enough. I wouldn't
Mm.
take him. Just it's hard for me to say. Obviously, there's other names that have been floated around for midfield. Bro, Jordan Henderson's floating around the England setup, bro. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Can we like
I don't
I
like it
get
at all.
I get experience is important, but there is enough players that in that squad that have played a World Cup, that have
Yeah,
played the Euros. Like, come on, guys. Like,
yeah.
okay, cool. Take a Maguire. I feel like Maguire would have more usage and would contribute more to the team. This, to be fair, Henderson's done all right for Brentford, but this version of Henderson, I just on the pitch, I just don't think
Any
there's enough
version
to
of
kind of.
Henderson, man. Let's keep it a buck, man. The only thing I was getting him in the setup last time is because he played for Liverpool and Liverpool were winning. Henderson's not a good midfielder. And this is the issue with England. When it comes to making these decisions, we start doing this too much intangible stuff. Like, oh, he's good around the camp. Everyone likes him. Oh, he's a good leader. He's a good bro. Listen, like, come on. At the end of the day, when the game's getting tough, I do not want to see Jordan Henderson for the last 10 minutes of a game against flipping. I don't even know who's in England's group. Ghana against Ghana. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that, bro. Like, let's keep it a buck. Even though I am Ghanaian and I do want to see that, but for my England hat on, I don't want to see that, bro. Let's just we have to start moving away from these narratives and actually start playing the footballers. Play the people who are comfortable on the ball. When it starts getting tough, not the man them that are gonna hide and just kick it long. The guys who are gonna give me the damn ball. Give me the ball. Like let's
Yeah,
stop
yeah,
let's
true.
stop this. Let's stop this nonsense. But yeah, that's my four. I think I've got looking at my team, I think I've got way too many forwards, but I don't know, man. I just feel like that's where the match winners are. That's where the match winners are for me.
True, true. We've got to have options there. And look,
Yeah.
they're the high intensity sprinters. They're the ones that are most likely to get injured. So
Hmm.
it's always good to have loads of
Yeah.
people. Let's
Should we do
focus
our
on the
wingers?
strikers first.
Oh, you want
Let's
to
do the
do
strikers first,
strikers? Yeah.
just because it's pretty much self explanatory those
Hmm.
ones.
I
So
don't. I
for
don't think
me,
so. I think it's kind of up in the air with the strikers.
ah, that, bro. We know one's certain.
Yeah,
Then
one
the
30,
rest,
one
the
starter.
rest really, like Kane hasn't got injured in like 5 years, bro.
Yeah,
Like
that Bayern Munich
the
diet,
rest really.
them bratwursts and all that, bro. They're treating them right. All of that schnitzel, all of that, they're treating them right, bro. He looks alright now. They're even talking about Ballon d'Or shouts. So,
so, so for me, I went with the other options as so Kane obviously starting, then I believe I went with Watkins and Solanke, or I dropped Watkins and I just picked Solanke. I didn't want to take three strikers.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I think about this thing. I don't. No, none of the England strikers have really like even made a case for anything, bro. Like Watkins has been rubbish this year. Tony's in Saudi. No one's watching Saudi, bro. Let's keep it honest, man. Like, and then Solanke's been injured the whole season, but he
Yeah,
is probably like one of the better ones. I would say I have Solanke too, and then after that, you're looking at people like Danny Welbeck, Calvert Lewin. Like, bro, like
mm.
it's a bit nasty right now when you look at the striker thing.
I can't lie to you, bro.
Mm,
The criticism I'm facing for selecting Colwell and Chalobah,
mm.
man said Danny Welbeck
Bro, no, I'm just
in
saying that's the England
2026.
options, bro. I'm
Oh
saying
no, no,
if
no,
I was to
no,
take three
no,
strikers, yeah,
no,
and yeah, no,
no,
wait,
no.
let me land. I'm not gonna hide. I know what I said, bro. There's evidence, bro. Like me personally, I said I'll take Kane, and I said I would take Solanke because that's recency bias. I caught a little bit of England's game against Uruguay. I caught he looked. Hey, Solanke looked alright. He was bopping a bit. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
He looked decent. So I'm like, cool. I'll take Solanke, and then I also said Welbeck because
Because
it's not even an experience thing. I just if you just need someone to do hold up play and that sort of stuff, link up play, cool. I would bring him for that. That's it. Poacher stuff is the last couple minutes you need someone to nick him with goals and stuff, and then that's why I also have like Trent and all them man. Like is at some point in this tournament, England are going to have to bombard the other team, and there's going to be balls
yeah,
just dropping to random people. Obviously, people like Jude they do that anyway. But I'm just saying, like, if we are going to end up taking three strikers, I would rather take Welbeck over Calvert Lewin, and then Watkins. Maybe, but he's just been rubbish this year. That's the only thing
yeah.
I'll say. So I'm not
Uh,
fighting Welbeck's corner, but I had him on my list. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just making sure the hypocrisy is
Hey,
is
listen,
is
man.
there, and we
I stand by
highlight
what I see, man. I stand by what I see.
it.
But
All right,
yeah.
so moving on to our, I'm going to leave the number tens because I
Mm.
think there's a big discussion between number 10. So let's go with the wingers. So who were your wingers?
So right wing, I have Saka, and then I also
Mm,
have Bowen. That's my
mm,
right wing, and then
okay.
left wing, Anthony Gordon, Rashford. Those are my. I'm taking
Mm.
four wingers. Obviously, there's other people
So,
who can play like can kind of play out wide. You have I don't want to mention the other guys, but because we're gonna get into them later, because they're like 10s/8s and all that kind of stuff. So I don't really want to mention them.
mhm,
But yeah, for me, Saka's starting. Me personally, this Saka version of Saka that we have now concerns me.
yeah,
He doesn't do enough for me. But I don't know if
yeah.
that's an Arsenal thing or is Saka really actually cooked. If Saka's really actually cooked, we've got a problem on the right hand side. Because then I
Mm.
start looking at people like Madueke. Then that's an issue. But Saka's going.
Madu,
Saka's gonna go. But it's
yeah,
more like who's gonna if Saka's gonna be serving up what he's
supporting.
serving up at Arsenal, brother,
Yeah.
we might just have to bring Madueke. Bro, we might just have to bring him.
So hence why I've actually gone with Madueke and
Yeah,
Saka.
see, there
I've
you go.
gone with five wingers,
Mm.
just because I think we need the extra options at wingers, and then we also have two wingers who could play up top. So, for
Mm-hmm.
example, Gordon and Bowen, who could do a job up top, be a
Mm.
bit more fluid running behind. So that's why I went for uh, Bowen, Madueke, and Saka on the right, and then Gordon and Rashford on the left.
Even
For
Rashford
me,
and Gordon have played up front as well. Everyone's played up front at some point.
exactly. So
Yeah.
it's a nice for me. it's a nice squad of a nice group of secondary goal scorers. You know, people who are regularly for their clubs getting 10 plus goals. So it's good. You've got a good mixture of ball to feet, running behind sort of players. So I like that. They're direct wingers. So I think it will bode well to England's style and chances. Now, speaking on the left hand side, to those that say Rashford shouldn't be there, what do you say?
I say watch football. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like people, what it is people have agendas against certain players. Not to say like, oh, if you don't rate Rashford, immediately you have an agenda against him. No, there's obvious things that Rashford is actually good at, bro. He's probably England's best 1v1 dribbler, bro. Like, how many England players can stand someone up and just go past them, bro? That's not like we don't really have that much. He's got
Yeah.
a good shot on him. He's a decent-ish finisher. He's got a decent. He's been actually doing all right this season for Barcelona as well. So it's not like it's like, oh, it's just his name that's carrying him. No, he's actually been all right. Like he hasn't been bad for England. And when I watch him, it looks like something's got to happen every time he gets the ball. You want those type of players around. And if Kane wants to do his drop deep thing that he used to do before and play balls in behind, bro, Rashford was eating off that at United for how many years, bro? Like, come on. Like, I understand people don't want to rate people because of whatever reason, but if you actually watch him play football, there's not many people that have that skill set in the England setup. That's what I'd say. So, is that for me? Probably. I think he's gonna start as well. That's the thing that's gonna annoy a few people as well. I think he's starting because I don't care what people say, bro. Anthony Gordon is not better than Marcus Rashford. He's never been better than him. He hasn't. Sorry. Rashford's available for 25 million for Barcelona, and people just think, oh, that means he's rubbish now. No, like, there's bad stuff that happens behind the scenes. We've seen the whole thing play out. So, let's not be silly.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, Barcelona won him. So
even if they don't, I'll take him back at United. You think I give a heck, bro? That's at least bro. Oh, it's not the United show, man. Like, I'll take him back.
He's getting sassy.
It's a bit tricky because even for me, obviously, we're talking about the left hand side now. I'm thinking about other options that we potentially missed, and the only other person I can think of is Harvey Barnes. You taking Harvey Barnes? I like him a bit, but nah, not for me, man.
Is this Newcastle that I'll be rotating between Barnes and
that's what I'm saying. Like, come on, come on, man. Let's be serious, man.
That being said, I do like Harvey Barnes, by the way. I do like him.
And then the other option is Morgan Rogers. Do I want Morgan Rogers on the left? Not for me, man. Not for me.
Not for me. Not for me. I mean, I personally don't want Morgan Rogers there at all.
I didn't pick him. I didn't pick him.
Moving to our selections for the number 10 role for England, assuming that we're playing a 4-2-3-1, I have gone with Cole Palmer and who else did I go with? And
I think you've gone out of focus a bit. Is it cool on your side?
Yeah, it has. I don't know what's going on. Let me just move this. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So I have gone with. Who did I say?
You said Cole Palmer.
Cole Palmer. Now, let me finish my selection before I start talking about Cole Palmer. Then I initially selected Bellingham, but did I change it? I feel like I changed it. I don't have my phone with me.
Yeah, I've got your list here. You've got him. You've got him. I mean,
okay.
Bellingham.
All right.
You got Bellingham.
Okay, I'll put an asterisk next to Bellingham, and yeah, if he doesn't start playing till the end of the season, I'm gonna go with Eze. But for now, it'll be Bellingham and Cole Palmer, and I think it's two personalities that are needed in the England squad.
Well, the guys that think that they're the guys, like they think that facts. Bro, like give me the ball, bro. Like, what are we doing?
The guys. the guys that won't be phased by the occasion, the guys that will just do what they want, the guys that will just, if they're losing, they're gonna like take the game at the scruff of their neck, slap it in the top corner, win a header in the box,
Hmm.
get on the end of a chance, create something for somebody. That's what I mean. And I, it's not to say that England don't have any of these guys, but there's a difference. There's a difference. These guys have the cockiness to go with the talent. And I think it's a really important addition to the squad. So I'm going to go with those guys, and I think Morgan Rogers has had great moments this year. It's just as I said previously, I just don't think he has. I don't think he stays in games long enough to impress me. I don't think he has a large enough influence in the game throughout the 90 minutes.
Yeah, and I think for me, the issue of why I didn't take Morgan Rogers is, for me, he's someone who thrives in a lot of open space. And in international football, you don't really get that. And him in central areas, I don't want him getting the ball in tight spaces and having to do all those like little intricate stuff, because that's not his game. That's not his game at all. It's kind of like a waste. You'll see him struggling. Oh, Morgan Rogers is not in the game. And also as well, there's an underrated thing within football of like players, your teammates knowing your capabilities. If I know that Morgan Rogers does not like the ball in that area, I'm not giving it to him.
Hmm.
So then you're gonna just essentially have a hole in your team. He's not gonna want to in the tight spaces. He's just gonna end up drifting out wide, clogging up space for the wingers who are already there, and then it's just gonna be a big gaping hole in the center of the park. So for me,
That's it.
I've gone for Palmer and Bellingham as well. That's my two. And
Yeah.
Bellingham also has the same caveats that you pointed out. In if he's playing this season, he should go. A lot of the talk around England is he should go anyway, but Tuchel isn't functioning like that. He doesn't. I don't know if he's even really picked Bellingham like that for his recent subs. He hasn't, because he hasn't been
No, he
fit.
hasn't.
So I've been making
Uh,
plans for my team, and you're not there. And what you want me to? Oh, I'm fit now. Like, you're just gonna come in? Like, nah, that's not how he's gonna function, bro.
I don't think he's going, bro, because this is the last um, international before the 2026 World Cup, and he hasn't called up Bellingham.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think
what I'm
he's
saying.
going, bro.
It's a big statement. But then also, it's like you mentioned earlier when we were talking about defenders, that this looks like a selection of people who have been on the fringes to give them like one last opportunity to impress. So maybe in
And
his
he
head
didn't
he
pick, and
already
he didn't
knows.
pick Bellingham.
Yeah, that's
Maybe,
the thing. I think
but
the,
you got to remember, since he's been there, he hasn't seen Bellingham. Maybe once or twice.
the thing is as well, we have a different perception of England's talent to what's on the big stage as well. Jude Bellingham in this country is regarded as close to being like top 10 players in the world. That's how this country sees him. For me personally, no. But
No.
if Jude doesn't get taken, that's going to be a big media storm. How can you take
Yeah.
the Englishman who's playing for Real Madrid, not take the Englishman who's playing for Real Madrid, won Champions League, won the league title, scored X amount? Like, that's what the talk's going to be. But the thing is, for me, the reason why I'm taking Jude is all those. I'm just thinking about different phases of the game.
Hmm.
Those last like 10, 15 minutes of the game where we need to nick a goal and we just need bodies in the box. You need Jude in it, bro. The what was it, Slovakia or Slovenia? He scores a bicycle kick, bro. Like, that's just
Yeah.
like, bro. England would have
No,
been out way
facts.
before. That's just, you need game breakers. You need guys who are gonna just like, I'm gonna do something that no one else is willing to do. That's why I'll take him. Obviously, we haven't mentioned people like Phil Foden. I haven't even
Hmm.
mentioned him. For me personally, I think he doesn't have he doesn't have a right to claim a spot in the England camp based on his performances for England in the last two tournaments, and also he's on the fringes at Man City. We can't do the golden boy thing. They're so cool, fast to call him Gaza, the next Gaza, and all of this, blah blah blah. He's the next, like, bro. Listen, it's
They
showtime.
said, they said, they said he's on the same like he's somebody. I think who was it? Somebody said an ex-player, a big ex-player said he's more talented than Rooney.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This country does that, isn't it? Like we just put
Rooney,
people in places. He's a good player.
Rooney.
He's a good player. He's nowhere near Rooney, bro.
I know. Rooney was having dinner with his family, and he just checked his shoulder like,
Yeah,
"What
yeah,
the
yeah. He was like,
what the
"What's that?
heck?
What was that?
What the
Me?"
heck was that?
But
Me?
yeah, because I think what it
No,
is with Foden at youth level, he looked unbelievable. He looked like far and out the best player in it at that age group. That age group,
but then I.
no one could
But
chat
then
to him.
this is what I'm saying though, bro.
Mm.
I think those that have watched, especially in the media, in ex players and media, because they're obviously on the ground more, so
Yeah.
they probably see more youth games, they hear more things, they see more
Hmm.
footage of these players, they have access to more things. Yeah,
Hmm.
so like they can't get that image of Foden out of their head.
Nope.
They're still thinking about that Foden, the one that burst on the scene, the one that did what he did his thing. And don't get me wrong, he did score 17 goals in a season and lead, pushing and
PFA
leading,
Player of the Year.
not, not leading, but pushing City to the league. Like
Hmm.
cool, but look at what you see. Right now, you see a low confidence Foden,
Hmm.
A Foden that's incapable of grabbing a game by the scruff of the neck, a Foden that's incapable of leading this struggling City side.
Hmm.
Whereas players who have played for poor sides previously, like Palmer, like Bellingham, Bellingham led a championship side at 17 years old. What are we talking
Hmm.
about?
And then also went to Real Madrid
Palmer
and
led.
led them. Led him and Vinny, two man stepped a Champions League.
I mean,
Like let's
playing false nine or shadow striker. You got
wherever he needed
Palmer.
to be, he played.
You got Palmer, who hadn't started many games at all at 21, just walked into Chelsea and said, "Hey, you man, this is me. I got it."
Yeah. Club World
Like,
Cup final against the best team in the world. So gave them two. Gave them two, so hold that. Like, don't get me wrong, this season he hasn't been great.
nah,
But
nah, he's not.
at the
But
same
my
time,
point is, I'm taking that risk and I'm taking man
hmm
because I know what levels he can reach, and I know that he won't be phased by the occasion. Whereas I've got too much evidence of Foden being phased by the occasion.
yeah, 100%.
I.e., Southgate playing him non-stop, left
Bro,
wing,
man was
right,
playing him left
centre wing,
wing, right wing, tried playing 10, just
bro.
wanted them to
Like,
get the game off, and it
and
just
and
wasn't
it wasn't
clicking.
working.
It
It
wasn't.
wasn't working, and I need England to start doing the things that work. So
Yeah.
for me, it doesn't even have to be Palmer. It doesn't have to be Bellingham. I don't care. I
Hmm.
actually don't care. Yeah,
Hmm.
but it has to be something that makes sense.
Yeah.
It has
And
to be players
even
in
if
their
it
best position.
even if it doesn't make sense, have the opportunity to change. Make a change, make an adjustment. If you're doing Palmer
Oh yeah, of
and it's not
course. Oh
working,
yeah, of
you
course.
need someone
Change.
else or something else. So change.
We've got it's 7 games to win the tournament. We
Bro,
ain't got time to be persisting with somebody that ain't working. What?
we can't play
Honestly,
with
that was
you have to play
that
it.
was
You have to be informed to play. That's what it is.
yeah.
England are doing the
That
wrong
was the
thing.
most probably one of the most infuriating tournaments I've watched of England, and somehow they still made it to the final.
And the thing is about that as well is people look at it and say, well, Southgate made the right decision. He got us to a final, so who cares? But the performance we served up in both finals, in the Italy final and in the Spain final, that's indicative of you not trusting the other players who are actually better. Like, if you took some of Foden's minutes out and gave it to Palmer, maybe Palmer has better games earlier on, so then you start him in the final. You're not bringing him off the bench, even though he scored. Like, that sort of thing is all
Yeah,
this sort of stuff within the squad. And when you talk about squad chemistry, that's such a big thing that England, the media loves to talk about. Yeah, if I could see that guy is pooing his pants and he is not doing anything on the pitch, and I can't get a minute, I'm vexed. I'm vexed now.
yeah,
Now I'm vexed.
yeah. Of
Everyone else is
course,
vexed too. Because why is he being
yeah,
the
of
goal?
course.
Everyone else has to
Facts.
fight for every minute they play, and he's able to be rubbish,
Absolute
come and dye
facts.
his hair blonde, and then everyone's giving him nicknames and all this and blah blah blah. I can't even go to A-star barbers and go get a trim without the media saying something about my mum. And you're talking about this, bro. Allow it, man. Get him off the pitch, man. Send him back home, bro. Like, no, like, bro. There's a
They
lot.
called him Gaza, and
Dyed his
anyway.
hair
Look,
blonde. He's dyed his hair blonde to lean into it more, and then proceeded to stink, bro. Then he
look,
dyed it back to being black for the World Cup, and then stunk again. Stunk again. Look, come on, man.
look. Foden needs to get back into a team that he can play regularly at. I don't think that's going to be City anymore, and he needs to go and just have a hard look in the mirror, and just to ask himself what he wants to be. And don't no, obviously he's incredibly successful, incredibly talented. He's done way more in his life than I've been able to do at football in any level. Yeah, so I'm not questioning that. I'm just talking about his ability to now push on to the next stage.
But the thing is, as well,
Now,
yeah.
does that need him to now leave City and go and play regularly and be the main guy for a team?
But the thing is, with that kind of stuff, I think that's a lot of pressure that us as outsiders put onto him. This is what you should be thinking. But really,
True.
Foden might just be cool with where he is because, like you said, you mentioned Palmer. Man went to Pep and said, I want to go on loan. Pep said, we don't do loans. Either you're staying or you're going. No, I said, bye. Man left Pep Guardiola where he could have easily just bummed a few Champions Leagues, league titles. And he said, I'm going to go get out of the mud myself. I don't care. Like, that's the mentality that you need to have from early. Phil Foden is more
True.
along the lines of like, not that he's happy to be there, but he's with Pep. He's winning. Remember that one time when the media was getting onto him, and then he just posted a picture of everything he's won, and it's like, what, four? He's won 4 league titles already. He's won the Champions League. He's won however many league cups. Like, bro, he's got everything. He's got PFA. He's got a young PFA. He's got everything already. So now it's like, okay, what does it look like for you to become the next stage? Because his reputation on the world stage isn't that of, Barca are gonna come grab him, Madrid are gonna go come grab him. He's not of that. I don't think
Mhm.
Bayern would even want him. PSG wouldn't want him. So what? He's already at one of the best teams in England. So where do you go? You go down to
Yeah,
go back up.
true, true,
You
true.
go to
And at the end of the
Newcastle
day,
to try and be the main
no,
man. You try like you don't do
I
that, innit?
wouldn't.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't either. I wouldn't
I
either.
wouldn't. So there you have it. That's our team, and
Oh,
that's
sorry,
the
I
reasons.
forgot. We didn't mention. There's one other 10 that we didn't mention. So uh, Eze, we didn't mention him.
Zay, he
Why
just
why
hasn't played
didn't you
enough,
pick
bro.
him? He
He
hasn't
just
played enough
hasn't
for you.
played enough. He
Mm.
hasn't played enough. Like he's and look, yeah, okay, I can say the same thing about Cole Palmer. Cool,
Mm.
yeah, but Cole Palmer has a record of doing it at a big club at big moments, scoring in the US final. Eze has got the FA Cup final,
Mm.
but he hasn't got the body of work. Yeah,
Yeah.
even at Palace, Eze was injured quite a lot. Yeah,
Does
at Arsenal,
does
at
does
Arsenal
that
now.
change if he plays a key role in Arsenal winning the league going towards the end of the season?
Yeah, with the hype, yeah, probably.
With the hype.
I personally, yeah, with hype, yeah, bro.
Mm.
Because at the end of the day, what you said was right. We need players who are in form,
Mm.
yeah, on form, ready to go, ready to continue their form and put it into international games.
Mhm.
And I think I personally think Eze is really good. I just don't think his Arsenal career has gone off to the best start, which happens to a lot of people when moving
Mhm.
to a new club, new philosophy. It's nothing new, yeah. I just don't think the timing is right, and there are other players that we could prioritize to to get what we need out of this tournament. Um, and an alternative to using a 10 is to just go into a flat midfield three. And I've already got 5 midfielders there as an option if we want to
Yeah.
be more compact. So
True.
we could develop into the tournament and realize we don't even need a 10. and you could see Bellingham and Palmer on the bench.
I
You
think
never
that's
know.
gonna happen. I think that's gonna happen at some point.
It may,
I wouldn't be surprised
it may really happen.
if you see a Rice, Anderson, Kobbie, Mainoo midfield. I wouldn't be
I
surprised if you
would
see that.
not be surprised at all, and that's what I like about Tuchel being the manager. Hey, yo, this guy's done it.
Hmm.
He's won league title. Did he win it with Dortmund? I don't know, but he's won
I don't
Champions League. I don't know. I can't remember. But he's got the rep. He's got the power. They've given him an extra few more years on his contract now. He's got the power. So if he now says, "Yo, big man, you two, Bellingham and Palmer, you man have got to hit bench." Them man are hitting bench and they're keeping their mouth stush. Trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, big
Isn't
up
it
Tuchel.
crazy that all of England's tens have fallen off at the same time?
It's mad, bro. It's
All
absolutely
of
mad.
them are bad.
After the irony is crazy because after so many years of people saying it's got to be Bellingham, it's got to be Foden. Oh, you can't just leave out Palmer.
Mm.
Like,
And now, bro, it's like, which one do we take, bro?
do
Like,
you know what I mean? Which one's performing the least worst
yeah,
so that we
yeah,
can
that's what
take
it
them?
is. But
So fair, that's life, and hopefully it adds a little bit of humility to those that are saying, this player's got to play. This player's mate. Some of these players aren't as good as you'd like to think,
mhm,
and you know you've got to prioritize the team over the individual players that you think have to go.
mhm,
Go with what's balanced, and that's why I was really pushing a left-footed centre back at left centre back, a left-footed left back at left back. I don't
yeah,
want those like Maguire at left centre back makes sense because I know he can play on his left when he needs to, or even if he doesn't need to, he's got a natural ability to play with his left.
yeah.
Not a lot of other England centre backs do.
So, yeah. So we've discussed our team. We've given you our rough 25-man squad. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you think. Who, if we missed anyone, if we didn't discuss anyone, maybe you think we're being a bit too harsh on anyone. But I did want to ask you a question just before we wrap up. What do you think is actually going to happen in this tournament for England? What's your expectation?
Oof.
England have now been to the Euros final and the World Cup final. Is it about time that England actually win?
So I read somewhere, I don't know if it's true, I read somewhere that on their route to the final, is France in the semi final?
Not again.
Yeah.
Not again.
I don't know if that for certain. If it is
Mm.
France, they've lost. For me,
Oof.
France are my favourites to win. So if France are their semi final opponents, they'll get to the semi final, but that's it. Um,
Yeah.
I think if the draw favours them and they don't meet a France, I don't see, apart from Spain, I think Spain and France are the teams that I fear for England if they face them. Any other team, I just don't think England should be losing to any other team. Like,
Yeah.
it's just, I know it's still high expectations or whatever, but it's very high expectation. But I just don't, with this manager, with this crop of players, with the way he has them playing, how compact, how solid, how organized they look. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I,
Yeah. Go on.
I just don't think Spain, anyone other than Spain and France should not be knocking this England team out.
I think England. What's funny? I think England need to play one of the big teams. I think they need to knock one
They
of
do,
them out every
true,
time they come up against one of these bigger nations. Bar the one time they played Germany in a
and that was
few
a crap
competitions
Germany.
back ago. Yeah, no, the crap Germany, bro. You can't fool every time you play one of the bigger nations, bro.
Facts,
You have to beat
facts.
one of them at some point. Before it was
Yeah,
France. Now it's then you lose to Italy. Then now you've lost to Spain in the final. At some point something has to
yeah,
give.
yeah.
And
You've got to do it.
we always have big expectations of England because we watch the Premier League every weekend. We see these guys all the time. We know they're better than what they perform at. And then when you look at
Yeah,
what Southgate was doing, you're getting frustrated. You're like ripping your hair out, like bro, like what are you doing to this team? So it's really going to be dependent on what Tuchel does. If he comes and adopts a very logical approach to this and allows enough room for England's best players to get the ball in the dangerous areas, create as many chances as we can, and not just wait for a game to come to us, and actually put teams to the sword, England might be able to do something. There's always too much room for error in England's approach to these competitions. It's always too defensive. It's too. They play too scared. Then when it comes time, all right, now turn it on. You can't do it because you've been playing with a handbrake on the whole tournament. You can't just do that. When you go watch Spain, you think England are asking Lamine Yamal to do doggy work. They're not. They're trying to make it as easy for him as possible. When you watch France, Mbappe's standing at the halfway line. He's not doing all that extra stuff, bro. Ousmane Dembele, all of these, man. That's what you have to come up against. So, yeah.
This is my thing, though. France are just better.
Yeah.
They are just better.
Bro.
I mean, look at the plethora of attacking talent.
A front three of Dembele, Mbappe, and Elise, bro.
Are you crazy?
What is
those are three? Those are three potential Ballon d'Or winners in one team. So, and that's why I say, as long as they can avoid France, I think England will be okay. Even Spain, I'm saying Spain because they just got a very tactically astute manager, and they've got a really strong philosophy that, I just think they're a very strong team, cohesive team. But man for man, I don't necessarily think they're better than England. Whereas France have got categorically almost every single position are better than England. Maybe bar midfield. They are better than England.
Obviously, you've got the typical guys. You've got Argentina still floating about. Obviously, Messi's washed now. Though I'm not going to say that Messi's
I wouldn't say that.
He might have something. He might have something. Bro,
the last
we haven't spoken about Portugal. Portugal have got a good squad. They've got a good squad. Brazil, not really for me. But they've got people who can hurt you. That's the thing. Yeah. I'm not gonna say it too much here, but every time Declan Rice has come up against Casemiro, Declan Rice hasn't looked like the best midfielder in the team. So in the game. So I don't want to see them come up against a midfield of Casemiro and Bruno Guimaraes, bro. I don't want to see that. It might not be nice. It might not be nice.
It's peak. It's peak.
And then obviously you mentioned France. France has got Turkey. They've got this person. They got. Bro, it's too much.
On their second friendly, they played their second string. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Then man, it's just not fair, man.
Bro, I even forgot they got.
Can you give Africa their jewels back?
Bro, no, we can't even get into that, bro. I'd love to get into that, bro. We can't even do that, bro. That's the dark thing about it.
No pun intended.
Bro, and then they got Ekitike. They still got flipping Due is still there as well. They're gonna bring Kante. They're gonna bring Kante as well.
Yeah, they're gonna bring Kante. Facts.
It's mad, man. It's mad. So, you have to punch these men in the mouth, bro.
Are they your favourites for the World Cup as well?
Who, France?
Yeah.
What do you think can happen? I'm looking at their midfield now. Obviously, the last team that they picked isn't probably what they're going to go with. I'm not really moved by their midfield too much. It's more the front line. It's the front and the defense as well. I'm looking at I'm like Konate, who's been stinking. Well, they got Saliba, but who knows if he's going to be fit. But Saliba and
they got options though.
I don't like Upamecano, but he's been alright this season. And then midfield, Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Kante, there's a lot of names, and that's the thing with this France team. There's a lot of names who can, on their day, just create issues for you. So it's hard to say. I think France are my favorite, just because I don't like writing off Mbappe, bro. That guy he's done it too many times, bro. And that last World Cup final, bro, he might have a Michael Jordan gene kicking in, bro. I took it personal, bro. Man standing there with his golden boot like this, looking at Messi get draped in the cloak and all that. He's like, nah, I need to spin the
Yeah,
block.
he's
I need to
ready.
spin the block.
He's ready. So, who
Yeah,
do you think your player of the tournament's going to be?
player of the tournament. I think because he's actually coming into the tournament in good form as well. I think it might actually be Mbappe. I think I really think this is going to be his one. This is going to be his tournament.
Mm,
He's going to score a
mm,
bunch of goals really early on. Then he's got to cruise through, come to the semi-final and final.
yeah.
It's going to start. He's got such a
Let's
young
not
guy.
forget what that guy done in the last. Like
He should have two
he
World
single
Cups. He
hand
should have
he
two.
should have 2 World Cups because that what he did in that final, I won't forget it, bro. I won't forget it.
Nah, man. The volley
Mbappe,
over
what
the ball over the head, the volley, tap it. All right, he scored what? He scored 2 pens, and then he scored in the penny shootout. But no, like
no,
that's
I
it.
won't
That's what
forget
it
it.
looks like. That's what it looks like, bro. Like
He stood up to be counted, and he
yeah,
put his country on his back. It's just when you come up against the best player of all time.
bro. And then you got Dembele, who's come like my guy. He's coming to foot. He's coming to. He's a man now. He's a man, bro. That's
Hey,
my
I'm excited
guy,
to watch France,
bro.
man.
I'm watching every single France game, bro. I don't care.
Yeah,
And
facts.
and I will
My
say this year, obviously I'm Ghanaian. I will be going to work in my Ghana shirt in England versus Ghana. I will. And I'm gonna ruin everyone's day if Ghana even take 1 point from them. I'm gonna ruin everyone's
dead.
day.
In my last when Nigerian ladies faced England in the World Cup, I
Mm,
rocked up in my Nigerian top, man, letting
yeah.
them know, letting them know.
Mm,
Yeah, it didn't end well. We lost, but it is what it is.
is
So
what it is.
my player of the tournament, I believe, is going to be Michael Olise. So apparently it's not Elise. Apparently it's Olise.
Is it
So
not
I'm gonna.
Elise? Wait, is he not? What's his background? Is he not
He's
Nigerian?
French.
No, but his
Uh,
background. No, why did I say he's
he's
Nigerian?
mixed.
Yeah,
No, he's mixing with something. I can't remember. But
yeah.
for me,
Elise.
he's going to be the player of the tournament. For me, I've right now he is playing at a ridiculous level, and it's going to be the first season in about 2 to 3 seasons where, well, apart from last year, where he stayed fit throughout the whole year, and he's just absolutely hooping, bro. I actually watched because it's France. I watched France's first friendly where he played.
Mm.
The
It's too
touches, the
easy, isn't it?
flicks.
It's too easy. He knows he's
Oh,
cold. He knows he's
bro,
cold.
man,
That's what I'm
bro,
saying.
man.
And we'll talk about England, bro. All of England's attackers, bar Harry Kane, is coming into this ring on zero, bro. And they got 3 men up front, all ready to crash it
Uh,
on someone.
like
What?
they've all got in their recent last 2 seasons. They've all got 50 GA plus. Are you
Dark,
crazy?
dark,
Dark.
dark, bro. And even
Oh man.
Elise's career path, like, bro, man went from Reading, and then I don't know if you remember that text that leaked. I think he was texting a girl, and he
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like, "Oh, I'm
yeah. I
gonna be
won't be
playing in
there
the
though.
Prem soon." He's like, "I'm gonna be playing in the Prem
Yeah.
soon." Man goes to Crystal Palace, does this thing, ends up at Bayern Munich. People are like, "Oh, Bayern Munich," because people sure like Bayern Munich. Don't know if he's that good.
From
Welp, there you go.
like I'm gonna blow my own trumpet, yeah. But from them times there, I've been saying man's the best player in the world. I've been saying it. People in the group chat have been telling me, "Oh, you're overrated," and da 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 da. He ain't that good. He ain't that good. I said, bro, this kid is ready to go. The things I was seeing, like forget who he's playing for. Yeah, I've watched it. I've watched it. I've watched a few games at Reading, but mostly I watched him at Crystal Palace, as most people did.
Mm.
The things we're seeing, why are we just assuming this guy ain't that good because it's Crystal Palace? The things we're seeing him do on a football pitch,
Listen,
come on.
we saw Dimitri
And I know,
Payet, bro. We saw Dimitri Payet come to West Ham and look like one of the best players in the world, bro. He was smashing. Bro, I saw a comp on the timeline the other day. I was like, I can't believe this guy was at West Ham, bro. This is disgusting.
yeah,
He
yeah,
was
yeah.
ridiculous, man.
So for me, it's just it's really good for him to. Chelsea had 2 opportunities to sign him, not one, two
Mm.
idiots. So yeah, fingers crossed. I haven't really got any skin in the game. I don't care who wins. I'll be honest, but
Yeah.
I just want to see good football, and I want to see USA get thumped 8-0.
Oh God. What? Listen, one thing I'm not looking forward to with this thing is all the American commentary around the World Cup. It's gonna make me sick. If I hear Captain America Christian Pulisic another time, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna see Stephen A. Smith talk about football like he knows what he's talking about. Skip Bayless, Shannon Sharp, all of these men that don't know nothing are gonna be talking about football because it's in America.
Boy,
Like, listen, man.
these what is it? 3, 4, 5 minute breaks for
Bro, every time
ads.
the ball goes up for a throw in, they're gonna say an ad. They're gonna dash an ad in the
Ad.
middle, bro.
Is this the NFL, bruv? What's
Bro.
going on?
And here comes the next throw in sponsored by Gatorade. Like that's what they're gonna be doing.
What?
That's what they love, bro. Oh, VAR
Oh.
sponsored by Geico. Geico
No,
Insurance. Well, allow it, man.
I'm
Allow
sorry.
it.
Those Americans can't like that coverage that they get
They're
for
used to it,
TV with
man.
all them ads,
Consumerism,
man.
bro. They like that's their life, man.
It's
But
too much, bro. It's too
yeah.
much.
Anyway, we're going too much into the political crinking crankum, man. I might say
Yeah,
something that
crackle, crackle.
I might the pod might not get
Right, end
released.
it here.
End
I
it.
already, I, I already said something on the line. I was on the line. So let's keep going.
But yeah,
Uh,
anyway, thanks for listening, people. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hype us on YouTube. Follow us on all the socials. It's in the description on the YouTube video and in the Spotify description as well. So don't blame the ref on all platforms. But yeah, thank you for listening and peace.
Peace.